Okay, we're up. You guys are doing really great in the class, so I'm very happy with the scores. So I'll turn down my music a little bit. Alright, so quickly let's go over the homework a little bit. This is what I get and I look at. So I think you guys got it. Calculating elasticity, not a problem. 85% correct, 88% correct, 81% correct. This was the lowest scoring question, and again, I think for the most part you figured it out. Only this one was very low. This was the subsidy. So what you want to do with the subsidy is, as I think Samsung said nicely in the discussion chamber, do a shift of the supply curve with a subsidy, since it's lowering the cost of production, shift it down vertically by exactly the amount of the subsidy, which is $30 in this question. So this 40 goes down to 10, which is going to be here. And then it's going to go up like that, and it intersects right there, the supply curve. So that's going to be your new equilibrium. That's the new quantity. This is the price consumers get to pay, 20. Producers get that plus the $30 subsidy, so they're going to get 50. And then this whole rectangle, $30 subsidy times this quantity here, which I think is 100, is the cost of the subsidy to taxpayers, and that is $30,000. The others were actually all good. 80%, 80%, 80%. So if you have any questions on it, please go to the discussion chamber. But I really, again, so far the scores have been excellent. Let me quickly clue you into the other textbook I uploaded. Let's go to home and more online resources. I did an announcement. And this is a cool book. I just found this a couple days ago. Looks like a really good textbook. So I'm going to look into just adopting this in addition to the book I'm using. It's got the full course, plus it has macro. And anyways, so the next homework assignment is due Sunday, and this is the chapter here, 7.3. You want to go, if you want to use this textbook, use this one. And let me just say a couple things. You don't have to do the math. Right? We're just doing the graphs. If you like math, you can look at the math, and certainly in intermediate micro, you would have to do the math. But we can do it without math. This is going to quickly show you the budget line. Given an amount of money, income, you divide the quantity of income divided by the price of the goods to get the respective quantities they can buy. So this is the budget line. This is what Ms. Bain, I guess, Janet Bain, can afford given her income and the prices. Right? And the slope of the budget line tells us the relative prices. Okay, so anything in here is attainable. It's kind of like the production possibilities frontier. But there's no saving in this model, so you're just gonna, you can be somewhere on this budget line. You can't be out here. Anything out here is unattainable. And then the other part of the puzzle, quickly, is the indifference curve. This is the more complicated part. This shows you the quantities, or the consumption bundles, of equal utility. So you have to do some reading to understand this, but all the points on this, well, the edge of this curve here, have equal utility by definition because they're all on the same indifference curve. So X and Y are equal utility. All right, they don't cost the same, but they're equal utility. Okay, any region out here like Z is preferable to any region on the indifference curve, and any region inside the indifference curve is less preferable than anything on the indifference curve. So let me get it. I'm sure they have another graph here. Yeah, here we go. So here are three indifference curves. All right, and generally speaking, you know, more is better in this model. So you want to get out and get as much utility as you can, which means getting farthest away from the origin as you can. So given all these, well, given these three indifference curves, curve B is the highest utility. So on the homework, it's going to make you basically understand what I just said very briefly. The key to getting the questions right is don't confuse the difference curve and the budget constraint. If it's asking about what options, what consumption bundles are attainable, that's talking about the budget constraint. If it's asking about your preferences, that's about the indifference curve, and you can then ignore the budget constraint. So actually, I think the questions they're tricky, but they do a good job of kind of forcing you to digest the model. All right, that is due Sunday, and then our next quiz is on Monday and Tuesday. See ya!